Hi everyone, this is our first video on StatCalc module. We have launched a program called as StatCalc in which we aim to provide free e-resources related to free statistical softwares. One such free software is EpiInfo for statistical analysis and sample size calculation for epidemiological studies. We will be developing content related to these softwares, and in future we might also start with some online program for those who find it difficult to follow the documents or the video events without personal guidance. StatCalc helps you with the sample size calculation and some basic statistical analysis. In this video, we will see how to calculate sample size for a population survey. So let us start with it. Population survey designs are procedures in quantitative research in which investigators administer a survey to the population, either in the form of questionnaires or interviews, and then they statistically analyze the data to describe the trends about responses and to test the hypothesis. Now the question arises, what should be the sample size for the results to be valid? For calculation of sample size, you need the following things. First is population size. If you know the population size, that can be entered here, or we can keep the default settings as it is. Second is expected frequency, which is also known as the prevalence of the outcome of interest or the disease of interest. Expected frequency is usually available from the published literature, and if no such study was conducted earlier, then we usually take prevalence as 50%. Acceptable margin of error, which is actually the type 1 or alpha error. This error is defined as the probability of wrongly rejecting the null hypothesis when it is actually true. Usually it is taken as 5% or 10%. But always remember that larger the margin of error, less will be the confidence one would have in generalization of the results to the entire population. Then next is design effect and clusters. Design effect is an adjustment made to find the sample size of a survey due to sampling methods like cluster sampling or stratified sampling. And for a simple random sampling, design effects and clusters are usually taken as 1. Then you have this output table which reflects the required sample size at a particular confidence interval, which is usually 95% or 90% in most of the studies. Let us do a small exercise with the example. A village has a total population of 65,000 with 9,750 under 5 children. Prevalence of diarrhea among the under 5 children was 14.8%, and this was taken from a study which was done previously in the same area. Now what will be the total sample size with 5% of acceptable margin of error and at a confidence level of 95%? So here we have population as 9,750. Prevalence of diarrhea among under 5 children was 14.8%. Acceptable margin of error 5%. Now you can see at 95% confidence interval, the sample size for this type of study, it will be 190. So here we close our first video on sample size calculation, and shortly we will upload another video on sample size calculation for a cohort study. Team StatCalc, thanks for your patience.